I've drafted up a quick entity component system that will allow us to instantiate various entities, just like this, with a uh, variety of behaviors and stats that don't have to be universal or particular. They can be a hybrid of both. Um, I've separated things into visual components, health components, and movement components for a couple of reasons. We don't have to get into that. Um, Let me just show you what this code does, and then I'll look at it. So here we just have a demo balloon that follows the mouse cursor, spirals inwards. When it hits the bottom, it spirals back outwards and stays there with particle effects. It also has 3 sprite layers, which would make sense based on this. I can actually add a lifespan real quick. Add a lifespan, and we'll say 60 seconds, or 60 frames times 2, so that's going to be 2 seconds. And so now, after 2 seconds, you should see those black disappear. Yeah. We can also change the expiration condition to not be age limit, but we can actually make it any kind of predicate we want. So this is perfect for damage-based overlays, such as a shield or ceramic shell. As in, that's just built in natively to this. I don't have to add support for that. As far as motion is concerned, the movement component is pretty much just composed of an initialization function, a tick function, and then an expiration condition. But everything has an expiration condition, so it doesn't really matter. This first movement component does the spiraling inwards, and it expires when it hits that center. But it expires into and replaces itself with another movement component. And this is the one that holds its position, spirals back out, and then when it hits maximum size, it will start spawning those particles. And then this one just disappears after 12 seconds. Now, the entity is still going to stay alive because this health layer never expires. When the health layer expires, assuming there are no other health components in the stack, the entity is gone. That's one of the reasons why I separated this into 3 categories, which makes the most sense. But we can also, elsewhere in the code, grab that same entity, grab its movement stack, and slap on another component. And this one will oscillate the position just plus or minus 10 pixels. And so that movement is going to get applied on top of whatever other motion is going on. And so we'll see this jitter effect happen on the spiral down and the spiral out. And then after a few seconds, it should stabilize and stop jittering. 10 seconds, I suppose. Yeah, there it goes. It's stabilized and no longer jittering. So that allows for modifiers to exist seamlessly and for synergies to take place properly. The entity component system still needs some work, but at this point, I can already replicate most balloons that exist, minus damage, but I already have damage functions that exist. I'll just slap those on into here. We're cooking.